45 in my play. 45 minutes of 45 selection with Dashai. This is Ray Darwin on my tribute to the Dashai 45 session.
7-45, you know we keep it alive. Yeah.
45 minutes of 45 in my spin. Chilling on the sofa with the roots rock rhythm. Spread the good vibes, brethren. Cause we have another spliff blazing. Can't touch Dashai 45.
Greetings and welcome to the second installment of 45 Minutes of 45s with Dashai. The vibes are so good last week, I just wanted to keep it going. Give thanks everybody for chiming in and a couple direct messages I got and, a couple requests actually. And that's one thing we're going to start with today is a big request. Yeah, I got it right there. So, just give thanks for tuning in. And if you're not sure what's going on, this is 45 minutes of 45s with Dashai. That's me, of course. I'm going to be playing tunes and just kind of chatting about the tune, chatting about the vibe of the tune, how I came about the tune. As a reggae selector, 20 plus years now, I've been, buying tunes, checking vibes. I want to be always on something different, playing something that I'm super into. So, ever since I got into reggae and, started collecting, I wasn't even really looking to be a selector or a reggae DJ or anything like that. I just was, getting into music, checking the vibes. And, last episode, I really got deep into a couple of different stories, and I'm hoping to continue that too. I don't really have a format per se right now. So we're just going to go ahead and get into, some tunes. Right here, I'm going to start with a big request that I had on deck last week. It was the Twinkle Brothers. And I first ran into these brothers right here back in the day when I was first, getting into music and checking vibes and listening to tunes. And I can't remember what tune I had or what tune my brethren had, but I really, big memory for me with them. They were performing, I can't even remember the place. Oh, the place was called The Scene. And my brethren, Sean, ran The Scene. And he was doing shows and stuff there. And I was actually part of like a hip-hop group back in the day. And he hit me up. Oh, yo, I've been checking you DJing and wanted to see about your hip-hop group performing there sometime. So we went and opened up, and that's how I got linked with that brethren. But then he was like, yo, I want you guys to come and DJ also. And I remember one of the first shows he had us come, and we played for the Twinkle Brothers. Or before the Twinkle Brothers, I should say. And I remember they had a tune called like Praise Him in the Dance Hall or something. And as a selector, getting into everything like that and just learning about the dance hall and vibes like that, I just was like really feeling them. So I started checking them more. And here's a big tune from my personal favorites of the Twinkle Brothers. Oh, let's start one more time. Let me see, I'm not getting sound over here, but I'll let you guys check that while I check this. All right, it magically turned on. There we go. There it is. Big Twinkle Brothers too. One more time, one more time. One of my favorite tunes out. Big request from last week. Just nice and simple. Twinkle is the label. Twinkle Brothers is the tune. Or the artist. Faith can move mountains. Check the vibes now.
Faith can move mountains. Faith can move mountains. Faith can move mountains. Faith can move mountains.
It's the Twinkle Brothers, y'all.
Oh, the of little faith. When you reach a river, Jordan, and you turn right far. Oh, the
time, this is the Twinkle Brothers. Faith can move mountains.
Faith can move mountain. Faith can move mountain. Jaja said, faith can move mountain. Today, faith can move mountain. Just as it was in the beginning, so it shall be in the end. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, I saw them cast in the fire and they
That's right. Big request right there, and one of my favorite tunes out for sure.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, I saw them cast in the fire and they never get burned.
One more time, this is Twinkle Brothers.
So faith can move mountain, have faith in God. Faith can move mountain.
Yeah.
Faith can move
Try Fatty, do it
mountain.
yourself.
Just say, faith can move mountain. Oh, the of little faith, I say you reach a river.
Alright, big request right there, big request. We got a whole heap of tunes for you guys. Just wanted to play a little something like that. Had it lined up for last week. Got a special request for Twinkle. So you know we had to play that tune right there. And I just wanted to, talk more about random sevens that we talked like last week. The labels that don't have no artist name, just labeled all funny bunny. You just never know what you're gonna get. And like back in the day when I was really, digging for tunes and checking some vibes, and I would just run into stuff, and I had no idea what I was grabbing. I was just grabbing stuff. And this one tune right here is called "Jah Man a Come," and see if anybody knows it. I think I figured out who it was. It's like I said, I was just digging through records, going to random spots. You never know what you're gonna get. So right here, let's check out this tune right here. It's called "Jah Man a Come." I'm not sure about the artist, but I think I know who it is. Of course, the chord's tripping now. All right. I think I know who it is, but I'm not sure. Let me know. All right, one more time. Check the vibe now. Like I said, you just never know what you're gonna get, Check the vibe.
When him come, him go cross the river. When him come, we go cross the river. When Jah come, we go cross the river out of Babylon. Hey, Jah man a come. Whoa, hey.
Yo, wicked tune.
Man a come to take his children out of Babylon and lead them to the promised land. Whoa.
Like I was saying, this tune's not even labeled, so I'm not 100% sure on the artist. But I think I got a good idea. I think it's the voice of Half Pint right there. But when you're first digging for tunes like I had no idea about the voice of Half Pint, so I couldn't really recognize it. But now I'm pretty sure that's Half Pint right there. Big tune called "Jah Man I Come." I was digging for records last week for you guys, and I ran into it and just had to play it. One of my favorites of back in the day that wasn't labeled. The 7-inch wasn't labeled, so you never know. Like I said, you never know what you're gonna get. But I got a couple wicked tunes for you guys. But I want to play some more Roots vibes. Oh, here's another wicked tune that I ran into early out. Many people know about the voice of Mr. Junior Reed. This is the Concrete Castle King. And one thing I kind of noticed when, converting from records to digital, that, you get, not everybody, I know a lot of DJs, and I did it myself on certain mixes and certain tunes, but a lot of people were recording their records, so that way you got everything. But, over the years now, being a vinyl DJ to digital DJ, so to speak, I've been playing digital pretty much ever since Serato came out and got popularized. But, one thing I noticed, unless you actually rip it from vinyl, there's a lot of digital releases that weren't the same mix down, or, maybe they're mastered different or something like that. And this is one of those tunes for me that I noticed. I have a handful of 7 inches, 45s that I want to play you guys that are like that. The digital is different from the vinyl as far as the mix down. So I always appreciate that when I run into a big classic tune. This tune, I got a couple of other dance hall tunes right off the top of my head that I can think of that are like that. I even have them in my Serato labeled as, 7-inch or vinyl or something like that. But check this tune right here. It's called Junior Reed. It's Junior Reed on the Wabasa label. I'm not even familiar with this label. I was just picking it up back in the day. I'm sure enough people are going to, oh, that's that artist or that one tune. I'm still not super familiar with this label. But right here is Junior Reed with Concrete Castle King. Check it. Check the vibe. And if you notice the difference between the digi and the vinyl, let me know if you checked it.
Mr. Money Man, you will enter the port that they cry no more.
This is one of my early Junior Reed tunes that I found,
No more. Let they cry no more. Cry no more.
That's right. Here come my Virgin Torty, you don't know. What we said, Junior Reed.
Oh, Concrete Castle King, won't you give us an helping hand? Oh, Concrete Castle King, I hope you will understand we're suffering. Yes, you're living in your concrete castle on the hill. Why? You don't know what life is like in the ghetto.
That's right, voice of Junior Reed.
Living in a 2x4.
And see, at this point, I had no idea about too much reggae. I was just learning everything. And I didn't know that Junior Reed sang with Black Uru until way later I found out about that, I just knew him as a solo artist. That's the thing, when you're first getting into whatever it is, that's how it is. You don't know too much, and you slowly start to build your knowledge,
You will understand we're suffering.
But this is a wicked tune for me,
Yeah. We're suffering. So life isn't easy in the ghetto. No, it's hard to keep from getting into trouble. The temptation is great, Lord, and you don't have no one to say.
See, I gotta play it a little longer so you can hear the part I really enjoy,
No.
Right here.
Mr. King, come in. Whoa, whoa, hey. Mr. Money Man.
I used that little instrumental right there to start bringing in my next tune back in the day, So speaking of old roots tunes and, old vibes like that, it's not a different mix. It's just one of my favorite roots tunes. And again, I was just digging through, some records from last time and didn't even get to play certain tunes for you guys. So I just wanted to play this tune. It's one of my favorite roots, classic vibe tunes. This is Nitty Gritty with Solomon, straight up. I'll learn way later on, in my reggae life career or whatever you want to say. This is produced by Junjo, Henry Junjo Laws, Volcano. Big production, a lot of big tunes that a lot of people really know, but this is one of my first tunes that introduced me to the label and introduced me to the vibes. I have a couple more of those I'll definitely play for you guys, but this is one of my early, tunes that I got into and started learning about, Volcano and the production and the roots vibes and stuff like that. So check this out.
He's a deceiver. He's a Delilah.
That's right, easy DJ Journey. Yes, Ricky B, check the vibe.
Solomon was the wisest man. He didn't know the secret of a woman.
Easy. This is early Volcano, Roots Vibes, Henry Junjun Laws, voice of Nitty Gritty with Solomon.
He's a deceiver. He's a Delilah. Oh, woman, a raggy. Solomon was the wisest man. He didn't know the secret of a woman. I am wiser than Solomon. So girl, don't play no trick. Just be calm and be steady. Don't run me down for my bread. You wasn't around when I was making my saggy. There we go. Oh no. Now I'm begging. Cause I'm a big man in this town. Didn't you know that girl? Solomon was the wisest man. Didn't know
Right here,
that you
Nitty Gritty
were
with
a
Solomon.
trading
I
star.
just have so many tunes.
Was the wisest man. He didn't know that
I just have so many tunes, I don't even know which direction to go, you know?
was the wisest man. He didn't know that you was a Delilah, little woman. Down there, little
Let's let this play out
woman.
for a second while I get my things together.
On his way, what's the sense in me now? I am the guilty, put me in the category. So you know the chalice have to play the sea. Solomon, he didn't know that you were a Delilah. I was a deceiver. I then so Solomon was the wisest man.
I'm gonna go ahead and play a few more Volcano tracks for you guys, so you kind of understand. Like, this is my intro right here to Volcano, and this is how I kind of started learning about artists and vibes like that. And once again, this is Volcano label, produced by Henry Junjun Laws. Wicked tune, one of my first intros to Roots Vibes and the label in itself, Volcano. So just to show you guys a couple of their other big hits, I got a couple right here. I'll play it for you guys. I'm not even gonna say. I'll say it afterwards, but many of you guys are already gonna know who this is. And pick up yourself, Danielle. I already played your Twinkle Brothers, so definitely you can check it out later. And anybody that's tuning in on IG or even on Facebook, I'm eventually gonna lock it in and do a YouTube show. Basically, get a post-production on it. But anybody on IG, I'm doing it on Facebook, so hopefully it's saved and it should be there later. So if you're just tuning in, you missed some early tunes, go ahead and check back. Remember to share and all that vibe, So anyways, we're going to keep the vibes going. Again, right here is more Volcano, Henry Junjun Laws. And this is the kind of stuff when I was first learning about roots and just like discovering new labels and new artists. And I'd run into a label and just kind of like run with it, like check up every artist and every tune on that label. So here's another big tune. I'm not even going to say what it is because you should already know. Another big Volcano track.
Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Yes, boss.
You already know now.
Police in helicopter. I search for marijuana.
You're at home. Can somebody say, pull up? One more time. This is another Volcano big tune, big track.
Yes, boss.
This is John Holt. Big anthem, Police in Helicopter.
Police in helicopter.
Hey.
I search for marijuana. Policemen in the streets, searching for cali weed. Soldiers in the field, burning the cali weed.
Hey.
But if you continue to burn up the herbs, we gonna burn down the cane fields. If you continue to burn up the herbs, we gonna burn down the cane fields.
One more time, another big Volcano hit, y'all.
Soldier in the herb field, burning the cali weed. Police in helicopter, I search for marijuana. Policemen in the streets, searching for Cali weed.
One more time.
If you continue to burn up the herbs, we gonna burn down the cane field. If you continue to burn up the herbs, we gonna burn down the cane field.
Just a little part I would mix right here. Bring in my little extra track, you know? So yeah, that's more Volcano if you're just tuning in. That's more Volcano label we're just going over. Again, I haven't really figured out my format, what I'm going to be doing week to week and show to show or whatever. But right now, we're just go ahead and I just picked up a Volcano track. That's the label. And then we're just going to keep it going, you know. So that right there, we started off with Nitty Gritty with Solomon. Right there was John Holt, Police and Helicopters. Right here is another big Volcano tune. Not even going to say who it is yet. You guys should already know. But we're just going to go ahead and drop this tune. Again, this is Volcano, Henry Jojo Laws, and this is like the stuff that when I was first getting into roots and learning about reggae, and I was discovering record labels and 45s, and I was just picking up a tune and then getting the next tune and checking it out, you know? Pick up yourself, Jester. Respect, brother. Again, Volcano label. You don't know the lyrics now. Check it out.
Some call it Spanish Town, a prison oval rock.
All right, at home, can somebody say pull up? One more time now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, as a selector from early, once you discover these kind of hits on the label, you just keep buying the label, you know?
Hey. Some call it Spanish Town, a prison oval rock. Some call it Spanish Town, a prison oval rock.
Big anthem, Barrington Levy now.
Oh yeah.
Prison Oval Rock. I mean, and this is one of the, just like the Police and Helicopters, this is one of those big rhythms that everybody would relick later and do tunes over and kind of make it their own, you know? And we even have the John Holt dub plate, and we even have a couple artists kind of redoing that tune as a dub plate. So, you know, these are the foundation tunes that, you know, when you first learning about all that vibe, you just kind of go, okay, I'm going to run the rhythm, run the record, you know? So, I mean, later on, Chronix would go on to relick this with his big Spanish Town tune, you know?
Call it Spanish Town, a prison oval rock.
All right, so right there, Barrington Levy, Prison Oval Rock, another big Volcano track. You know, we played the Solomon, Nitty Gritty. We played Police and Helicopters, John Holt. Right there was the Barrington Levy, Prison Oval Rock, and right here another big Volcano tune, produced by Henry Jojo Laws again. And again, you should already know this tune, so I'm not even going to say who the artist is yet. Check it out.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I don't smoke cigarettes, cause it will stop I breath. Yes,
Anybody at home, you got to say, pull up that. One more time.
Oh, wait.
And for me as a selector to be able to get this dub plate later, oh man, I got to get Jester in here to talk about that story one time.
I don't smoke cigarettes, cause it will stop I breath. Yes, yeah. I don't sniff coke, cause it will make I choke.
Wicked tune right here, wicked tune.
Smoke is the real cushion pain. Cushion pain make I count from 1 till 10. Pass the cushion pain, pass it over. Boy, so pass the cushion pain, pass it over.
So again, this is Henry Jojo Laws Volcano label.
Went on the cover just to find my lover.
As a selector learning about this, you know, I might have ran into 1 or 2 tunes at Loose Records back in the day. And then anywhere I scouted, I would just look for that label. Or if you saw that label pop up, you knew to grab it, you know?
See, in the town it's $1 a stick. In the country it's 50 cents. Me and the brethren sit down at that tree. Roll to split and
One
eat
more
some
time, Frankie
food.
Dance Hall
Pass
Paul.
the cushion bang, pass it over.
Pass the cushion thing.
Pass the cushion
You know what he's
bang,
talking about.
pass it over.
Seeing that too, you just get different slang for what people call ganja, herb, whatever, you know?
Oh, wait.
Again, this is Henry Junjun Law's Volcano label. And again, that's another big hit right there, you know? And as a selector, I had no idea about that kind of what I was buying. I just, okay, that's another big hit, or that label's another big label to look out for, or, you know, whatever. And just to show you, to keep that vibe going, just to show you. And I got to say, I remember when I got this tune, when I got this record right here. You know, hopefully you guys can see it on there. Let me make sure you guys, it's legible. Hopefully you guys can see it on there, you know. But I remember when I was looking for this record back in the day. And again, I didn't want to play 12 inches. I wasn't about playing CDs. I was just about playing 45s. And I would hunt, whatever I could find. And then, you know, like I was saying, you run into this label, Volcano, and you start to know about big songs and what's this big song, what's that big song, and, you know, this big artist and these things like that. Then, you know, as a selector that didn't want to play 12 inches or anything like that for whatever reason that was going on with me, I would look for tunes and to play on 45, but most of the time I couldn't find them, like I was saying, or I don't even think they were out, you know? And this is one of the tunes that I was looking for a while. And when my brethren Ivier up in the Bay Area opened Wisdom Records, you know, me and Ivor and the Jaw Warrior family, we kind of knew each other. We DJ'd with each other a few times down here, up there, you know, big up DC, you know, all the Bay Area family. And me and Ivor, you know, we became friends, you know, friends of Jaw Weiser, Irie Dole, started to know, like, Soul Medic up there, and, you know, all kinds of Bay Area families. So big up the Bay. But I remember going to Ivor's spot when they first opened Wisdom. And I was all excited because we had Lou's down here, which was awesome. I'd go to Trade Routes, which was awesome, which we'll get more into Trade Routes. But then I would, you know, like I said before, I was going up to Orange County, L.A., and, you know, going to the Bay Area, you go to, you know, for us, like, Bay Area Amoeba was legendary because we didn't have the L.A. one yet, you know. So going to the Bay Area, digging through Amoeba, I believe there's a brethren, DJ Rhythm, that had a little, like, shop up there, too. But, you know, when Wisdom opened up, yo, that was next level right there, you know. And I remember digging, and, you know, I met DJ SF up there, and, you know, all kinds of people. We'll go into more stories, and hopefully I can get some guests and figure out that technology and all that stuff. But, you know, I remember digging through Wisdom Records up there and just digging, looking for stuff. And I remember when I ran into this, I was so excited. I think I hugged Ivier. I was like, yo, man, I've been looking for this record. You know, so big on my brethren Ivier, Alexis, the whole family. This was one of those big memory tunes for me that I remember getting it, and I was just like, oh, my God, I finally found it. And, you know, honestly, like, another time, me and Ivier, you know, big up yourself, Ivor. So check this out. Again, this is Volcano, Henry Jojo Laws, and if you couldn't read it earlier, I'm not going to say the artist, you should already know, but this is one of those big tunes for me, you know? Check it out. Give thanks, y'all.
I don't want no ice cream, love, that's too cold for me, little girl.
Yo, at home, can somebody say, pull up? Extra scratchy, extra scratchy.
I don't want no ice cream, love, that's too cold for me, little girl. I don't want no ice cream, love, girl, can't you see? I want a love that's warmer than the summer sunshine. I want a love that's as warm as mine, because my love is warmer than a chocolate fudge. Because my love is warmer than a chocolate fudge.
One more time, this is Henry Jojo Law's production, Volcano, label. with Johnny Osborne with No Ice Cream Love.
No ice cream love is too cold, can't you see, little girl? I don't want no
And this is one of the tunes that I was looking for forever on 7-inch. You know, I just like missed the opportunity I felt, you know? When I found it at Wisdom Records, wow, life changing.
But if you're giving me a ice cream love, little girl,
So anybody tuning in right now, if you got a record shop, big up yourself, you know?
my love is warmer than a chocolate fudge. I say my love is warmer than a chocolate fudge.
All right, if you don't know, right there is Johnny Osborne, No Ice Cream Love. And see, for me as a selector, when I was first learning all about, you know, reggae and roots and digging for records, I mean, that was what led me to the next thing. So like I was just doing right there, I was just running a bunch of Volcano labels. Sorry, y'all, I get a little confused over here with what's going on my records. Anyways, I was running all Volcano stuff, and, you know, I learned about the label and then, you know, figure out, oh, Frankie Paul's a big hit, or, you know, that Johnny Osborne big hit, John Holt's a big hit. I mean, everything I just played right now is pretty much hits. And that's crazy to me that, you know, an artist, a producer like that could just hits, you know? So right there, for example, I didn't know much about Johnny Osborne, so I would look for anything I could. And I didn't know about this tune. I didn't know about this label. I just picked up because Johnny Osborne, okay, he has No Ice Cream Love, Wicked Tune, and Put a Bye, and all these things. And so something like this with Techniques label, Winston Riley, you know, was like, okay, let's check this out. Little did I know we ended up getting this dub plate. This is actually one of the first dub plates I wanted to get. So check this out, Johnny Osborne. Johnny Osborne.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna find you and make you happy. Ready or not, here I
Yo, for me back in the day, I used to love to play this tune early out.
gonna love
Just some roots vibes, you know? So when we got the opportunity to get the dub plate, I had to get it.
anywhere you go, anywhere you are. Oh baby, hey baby, you can have the love, no. Anything you do, this more heart wanna know, oh baby, hey baby, you just can't have love, no. Ready or not, here I come, you can't run.
That voice of Johnny Osborne.
Wanna find you and make you happy. Ready or not, here I come. You can't run. Gonna love you.
You know, to me, that's a wicked Johnny tune right there. I don't really hear it played too often, but for me, it's one of my favorite Johnny Osborne early tunes. So something like that, you know, that's obviously a relick, a remake, whatever. And then you get to know big tunes, and then you're digging and you hear about a song, and, you know, it's the song that you think is the big song is actually a remake of another song, and then you end up finding that other song on 45 just to be a nerd like that, so you have to have the original on 45 too. It's a rabbit hole, y'all. So let's check this out right here. And I'm knowing you guys know this track already. Let's check the original. Thanks guys for tuning in. 45 minutes of 45s. Check the time now.
Oh, it was happening, but it's happening no more.
Alright, I got a few more tunes before my 45 minutes is up, but let's check this out.
Tribal one, yeah. We don't want no more Adam. Oh, no, no, no. Tribal war,
of people re-licked this tune, but I had no idea who the original was. So when I found the original, I was hyped. This is Little Roy, Tribal War. Tribal War. Easy gesture. Gotta get up for that one. The original Tribal War by Little Roy. So we got a few more minutes, you guys. I've been wanting to play, you know, when I was digging through all my records originally, I was just pulling out random records, and like I said, I have no format. I'm just playing tunes for you guys. So again, this is one of the original tunes when I was first getting into reggae, roots, just buying records, not knowing much, just whatever I could figure out. And right here is honestly one of the first tunes I got by Hugh Mandel. It's called One Jah, One Aim, One Destiny. Big anthem, of course. Check it out. Give thanks, you guys. 45 minutes of 45s. One more time, Hugh Mandel. Alright, one more time. It's the Rockers label, Rockers International. Hugh Mandel, One Jah, One Destiny.
Now is the time to stop the fuss and fight. And unite to be strong. For it's one Jah, one aim, and one destiny.
Whoa.
It's one Jah, one aim, and one destiny. Now's the time to think on trust and stop being malicious.
Picked up this tune, got to know Hugh Mandel, and was able to get that next tune that Rasta got to handle. Not sure what the 7 inches right now, but you guys know that tune. So this is a big introduction for me right here with this Hugh Mandel. And then if I'm not mistaken, the other Hugh Mandel is also on the Volcano label, like the stuff we were playing earlier. So, but this is something I just wanted to pull out and play for you guys. I got a couple more songs left and my 45 minutes is done. This is not really it's an early Sizzler for me, but it was like when Sizzler really bust and all kinds of things was popping off for him. And I remember this as a 7-inch that just came out, and I felt like it was his first like solo release. Like he kind of like produced it and made it happen for himself because he got a little hype, you know. So see if you guys can see that. It's Sizzler, No Pain. And I remember I was hyped, and the tune's actually really wicked, and I remember finding it the other day, so I just wanted to play it for you guys. And we got maybe 1 or 2 tunes left, and that's about it. So give thanks, you guys, for tuning in today. See you guys next week. We got a couple more songs even still.
Yeah, man, you hear me say the whole down in Jamaica,
check out this
Ethiopia.
wicked Sizzler.
To every deal is a government. Remember that.
Wicked tune.
Everyone has the right to liberty, the right to life and security of person. Everyone everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. Well, I call upon the Crown Seal of England, Queen Elizabeth. I chant fundamental freedom, redemption, black international repatriation. You hear me?
One more time. Sizzler, no pain.
Lord set me free, I'm gone. Africa, I wanna be, come along. Yeah. That will be the strength of the birth. Oh, oh, oh. Loving me, we strive on the earth.
Sizzler, Kalonji, no pain.
No pain in our love we have found. There's no pain in our love we have found. Beautiful words will make you mine. Yeah, there will never be a better time. Oh, yeah. Put your problems away, love is the source of life. And after the rain, the sun comes shining bright. You're my beloved, my beloved. My beloved, my beloved.
One more time, Kalonji, Sizzler.
No pain in the love we have found. No pain in the love we have
That's right, man. I just really
found.
wanted to play this tune for you guys because, you know, I really get to play it a lot. It's just one of those tunes I remember back in the day that really stuck with me as far as, like, buying and discovering Sizzler. It's already, like I said, after he bust and was doing a lot of big things, but I just really wanted to play that tune for you guys, and you know, it's just a wicked tune, wicked time. So, everybody that's tuning in, give thanks for the vibes. I really appreciate you guys checking the vibes, and I'm planning on getting this on YouTube. So if you're checking it on IG, should still be up on Facebook after this, but I'm planning on, you know, doing a little post production and putting it on YouTube as, you know, a show type of vibe. So give thanks for that. Give thanks for tuning in. We got one more tune, and what's wicked, I've been doing my New Music Monday. So a couple artists and some producers and stuff been hitting me up, sending me tunes, you know, which is awesome. Feature, you know, I got some content, and somebody came and brought me 45 to play on the show today. It's a young brother here, right here in San Diego, Trevi James, you know, I Told Man Music. Check him out. He actually grew up with, or he's the son of brother Jimmy that we all know from the reggae scene and stuff. So actually I was going to play one tune, but, you know, we're going to go ahead and play both tunes so you guys could check it out. This is a young brother right here, Trevi James, right here in San Diego. Look him up, Trevi James or I Told Man Music. He's big in the vegan vibes, the reggae vibes, some hip-hop vibes. You know, he's pressing vinyl, so that's dope. Keeping the vibes alive. So we'll get a little sample of this first tune. We'll flip it over. Many of you guys know with records, you know, it's a 45 RPM, rotation of 45 rotations per minute. That's why it's 45s. And the records, they got song on one side, song on the other, except for one of my 45s. Marvin Gaye only got one song on one side and actually blank on the other, which is crazy. I'll pull that out another time. But right here, let's go ahead and check this tune. We'll flip it over, check the next tune, and end the show. So again, this is 45 minutes of 45s. Thanks for tuning in. Right here is a brother right here, Trevi James out of San Diego with Jaja Light. Let's check it out.
Something beautiful when I look deep into your soul, 'cause I see Jaja light inside of you, girl.
Yeah, Trevi James, y'all.
Feeling simply heaven sent from your kiss and your sweet caress. Girl, I see Jaja light inside of you. So long I've been waiting, for someone with your right
sensation. Your vibes and your passion, your beauty, you truly are the one. This dance floor's too roomy, girl.
One more time, Chevy James, Jaja Light.
So, I'm saying you deserve to. Let this title serve you. Believe me when I say that I will never hurt you. Yet through my life I've learned to seek a woman of virtue. And everything I've had till now has been a dress rehearsal. My mind racing with enough anticipation to get home after this date and start kissing up on your face. And then welcoming the elation that comes with love. Making a shot up on the station. Girl, you know what I'm saying. Cause I see something beautiful when I look deep into your soul. Cause I see
One more time right there is Chevy James out of San Diego, y'all. I Tell Man Music. Yo, he brought me this record today for 45 minutes of 45s, yo. That's big respect. And he's still pressing tunes. So right there is a tune, Jaja Light. So we got the next tune on the other side. That's how 45s work, called Enough Smoke. We're going to go ahead and end the show with this tune. So give thanks for tuning in, and do remember to check us on IG as well as Facebook every Tuesday at 4 o'clock to 4:45, 45 minutes of 45s. And I'm also working on getting the shows on YouTube. I'm probably going to get a couple episodes down and then go ahead and post it up. Give thanks for tuning in. If you guys got any questions, any comments, any suggestions, go ahead and DM me. I really appreciate it. Any requests, again, any questions, anything like that, feel free to hit me up. I love the response. I love to get input. So, again, give thanks, you guys. One more time, this is our brethren Chevy James with Enough Smoke. Brought me the 45 today, so check it out. 45 minutes of 45s, y'all. We'll see you guys next time. Give thanks. There we go. Oh, this guy, Chevy James, coming in hard. One more time, y'all. 45 minutes of 45s. We'll see you guys next week. Give thanks. Bless.
Fire on my blaze, the chronic happy choke, the flag of go wave, strictly red, green, and gold, move forward always, Babylon ain't no joke, the banner I go wave, as we signal enough smoke, the fire on my blaze, the chronic happy choke, the flag of go wave, strictly red, green, and gold, move forward always, Babylon ain't no joke, the banner I go wave, as we signal enough smoke. Chevy James with the mic check, live and direct. With respect to the rest of the music industry, take note. I and I on deck, you've met Captain and Junior on the rhythm for the first time, with the worst kind of toughness steady flowing into this bloodline. Big up one time to my people around the globe who think twice and don't buy into all that Babylon business. I tell food when it's lunchtime, homie, it's crunch time. Cause times are dread, enough blood been shed, the hatred spread around this earth that makes me wanna pass along what I've been blessed to have. This voice that I lend the best I can to try and condemn these people in my country try to rip their fellow man to shreds. It don't make sense, all this whackness, this outdated practice, when a Hollywood producer feels empowered to touch the asses.
45 minutes of 45 selection with Dashai. This is Ray Darwin on my tribute to the Dashai 45 session. My brethren chilling on the couch with this portable turntable, selecting sweet reggae music for you and reasoning about discovering, finding and collecting reggae 45. Dedication and passion. Run it. Final 45 in my brain. You lick a force right sound. Are you not ready? Dashai, cool dance all. A final we play. 7-inch 45, you know we keep it alive. Yeah, yeah. Stop that little trip to select a shop. Yeah, miss Dashai tribute to 45, no sir. Pure classic 45, me brethren apply. Dashai open up the archive. 45 minutes of 45 in my spin. Chilling on the sofa with the roots rock rhythm. Spread the good vibes, brethren. Cause we have another spliff blazing. Can't touch Dashai 45. Rule that's all.